Hey, I'm back. Um, so I haven't really made videos in a pretty long time, like talking to the camera kind of a thing. I did it a couple years ago, and I deleted them all because in every single one of my videos, I was very addicted to weed and THC, uh, and I realized that was a problem, and I realized that even though I might have good points, and maybe I would have, and the things I was speaking on were probably of value. All I can see is like a fucking weed addicted moron idiot. So I deleted all those videos, and I've been clean for 2 years now, and I've been sober, and um, yeah, life's been pretty decent. Getting back on track, just like fixing my health and stuff. I've realized I wanted to speak my mind more, um, and stop like hiding from the world. I guess you know what I mean. Like I just been very used to being like in my shell, in my bubble, and kind of just not really like putting myself out there. And I guess this is an effort in that regard, trying to share a little bit more about my thoughts, my beliefs, my worldviews, why I believe the things I believe, my experiences, that kind of thing. And something I wanted to talk about because I really thought about this last night. um, I'm gonna talk about the moment I've realized that the music industry is not for me. And I guess to really clarify, I still have some interest in particular like game design, film scoring, music, where it's more of like a professional setting. Although I don't have experience in that field, so I can't really judge it yet. I'm talking more so from what I do have experience in, which is the internet culture, music, being a musician, being an artist, being, an EDM producer, being a fucking SoundCloud beat maker, being a fucking rapper. I was never a rapper, but you get what I'm saying. Like the industry, the pop culture media, I guess. And I realized a long time ago that shit is not for me. That scene is not for me. These fucking people I can't stand. I do not like any of these people that are in this scene. Um, I just want to share an experience that I've had that has weighed on me for a while. Um, so let me talk about it. I'm not gonna expose this person personally, but it involves a person. So there was this guy that I met back in like 2017 on the internet, and during that time, I was a very depressed, isolated person who had an outlet for writing like sad beats on the internet. And I've met people along the way through that journey, and I made friends on the internet. And I came across one guy who posted a song to a promotion channel that I've posted on previously, and I really resonated. I liked his work, and I reached out to him. I was like, "Hey, man, I really like what you're doing. It really hits deep." And he was writing some like very like sad, like relatable, sad kind of music that really like hit me to my core at the time. You were just back. I was like, yeah, I mess with you too. You're cool. We talked for a bit. We eventually collaborated on some songs, and they turned out to be really good. And I started thinking like, oh, I'm making like a friend. This is like a friend I'm making along the way. Um, Time goes on. Eventually, we decide, hey, let's meet up. Let's meet up and let's write some music. I was like, cool. That's fucking awesome. Like, I get to meet a friend. We get to do what we love. That's awesome. Um, and I go out there, and it was a pretty shitty experience overall. Um, I'm not gonna go into details of like his behavior because that's just like I'm not gonna go into details about it. His behavior was pretty fucking disrespectful and fucked up. But the thing I really just wanted to talk about is, like I said, I still struggle with this from time to time, but I've managed to learn how to be. I guess I've just learned over time how to manage depression and mental struggles, right? But during that time, I was like really fucking like not able to, you know, learn how to handle it. So I really viewed this guy, like I really relate to this guy because I thought like, oh, this guy's really like he really understands this. I hear it in his music. Like he really understands the struggle, and like I really went to him, like try to like vent to him, and like try to bond with him over these types of you know these struggles that I deal with. And I just remember the look on his face when I opened up to him. Like he just like had no fucking clue. He like it was just so void of understanding or comprehension. He just responded after I like opened up to like talking about this stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a pretty happy guy. Like I'm actually just like a pretty happy guy, and I live a pretty normal life." And like his friends come over like 6 hours later, and they're just like the biggest like stereotypical like normie people I've ever met in my entire life. And I come to realize, dude, this guy's a fraud. This guy is a absolute fucking fraud, LARPing this fucking scene to fucking make a career out of it. And he did. This guy to this day is still like, he made a career out of this. And it was from that moment I realized that this industry is not for me. Because how come, I know this example is very extreme, but this is what I thought of last night. And like an extreme example, this is how I think of it. It's like, imagine I wake up one day and I find out I have some sort of terrible terminal cancer. Alright, and it's real. And I go to start a GoFundMe, and I'm asking for people to please help me, for procedures, for doctors, to please help me, like, fix this, move on with my life, heal from this. And then I find out there's some other guy or person in the world who does a GoFundMe for the same exact thing, but he just finds out he's faking it. And then this guy gets all these donations, all these fucking people supporting him, wishing him the best, and I got fucking, like, jack shit on my fucking forehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's actually how I view it. And it's like, that is the industry, by the way. Like, the entire music industry is just filled with egotistical LARPers. And I just like reached the point where I was like, I don't want to associate with these people, or like I can't even put myself in a position to pretend to fucking what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for, bro? Like encourage. There's a better word for encourage, but like I can't like pretend to even like encourage their fucking LARPing, their fucking fake bullshit, or this, I have to like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of just fake pandering to people who pretend to be your friends, and the moment they outgrow you or you outgrow them or whatever happens, that you just never hear from them again. I don't know, it's life. You can apply this to anything. Like, this can be applied to fucking The Office. This can be applied to the Hollywood and everything. And I was really thinking, like, when I was gonna make this video, like, it's gonna be titled something along the lines of like, the moment I realized like I had no faith in humanity, which is pretty big and pretty gloomy. But I really just wanted to focus on the industry because I like to think there's some hope in the world. I like to think there's good people in the world. I like to think that everybody's like a scheming fucking dirtbag, you know what I mean? Just like fucking LARPing, faking, because that's what annoys me the most, is there's people out there, this person in particular, who LARPed of being mentally ill to cater to people who genuinely struggle with these things. And yeah, after all these years, it still kind of rubs me the wrong way, man. I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to share that today. I don't want this channel to be moving forward. If I ever do like start like posting more, I don't want it to be all about music, or because I actually I'm trying to focus on like turning the page in my life, because throughout my entire 20s, my whole identity was based on this in the music scene, and I'm really just focusing on turning the page. So if I make more videos, it'll probably be stuff different. I don't know, like I don't know. It's more of like a feel, like whatever I'm called to talk about. But that's that. Yeah. Alright. Let me know if you relate to what I'm saying, if you have any questions or whatever. You know what I mean? Hope you enjoyed. Later. Bye bye. Oh, I didn't stop. What?